That was a sign that was started, and it extended into the porch. The next fire was at the visitor center. We had a tour van that was ignited, and it also extended into other vehicles. We started the investigation that morning with the help of the ATF and Savannah Police Department. A suspect picture was released on December the 2nd, and that group together was able to apprehend the suspect.
Good afternoon. This morning at 5:47 a.m., Calvin Frank Robbins was arrested and charged with arson in connection to a spree of fires that occurred on December 1st in the area of the Savannah Visitor Center. Robbins was taken into custody by Savannah Police Department on a warrant issued Friday afternoon by a federal magistrate judge for the Southern District of Georgia. The warrant charged Robbins with arson under 18 U.S.C. 844I. This case was investigated by the Savannah Fire Arson Unit with assistance from agents of the Federal Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. This case will be prosecuted by the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of Georgia. Mr. Robbins will have an initial appearance in front of a federal magistrate later this week. Savannah Fire Arson Unit would also like to take this time to thank the many concerned citizens that provided us with valuable tips in this case. These tips played a major part in identifying Mr. Robbins and allowed this case to be resolved swiftly.
Anybody have any questions? How old is the suspect?
Mr. Robbins he's 40 years old.
And is he from Savannah?
As far as we can tell, he is from Savannah.
Did he tell you or tell SPD the reason why he set these vehicles and other things that were caught on fire, why he did it?
At this time, I can't release information about the investigation. Is still ongoing, even though he was taken into custody. So the details about evidence and stuff I don't want to release right now.
Are you guys considering any sort of like psychiatric evaluations or anything?
Again, that's part of the case that will come out later on.
You mentioned that tips from the community helped out a lot. Can you kind of explain more on that?
Well, when the photo of Mr. Robbins was released, we literally were flooded with calls from citizens through the arson hotline, through Crime Stoppers. Some of them just called directly to us and Savannah Police Department saying that they knew the whereabouts of the suspect.
Can you talk about the work of, I guess, SPD and SFD trying to get this person into custody and just talk about that as we know?
Sure. So Savannah Fire Arson Unit and Savannah Police Department, we work hand in hand on cases all the time, and this is just another example of that, along with the ATF. ATF is a valuable resource that we use all the time in the city of Savannah when investigating arsons. We like to throw every resource we can in these investigations. In this particular case, Savannah Police Department's involvement was they assisted us with locating Mr. Robbins when we first put him out and we first made our initial contact with him. And then one of their officers last night just recognized him and knew we had a warrant for him, and his quick actions allowed him to be taken into custody without any incident.
Just to be clear, so SPD saw him out, I guess, walking around and recognized him?
Savannah police officer recognized him. I don't know all the details of the actual event that led to the arrest, but I know he was arrested by a Savannah police officer who recognized he was wanted for these arsons. Any other questions? Thank you.
Thank you.